a book, and this one coming really early, and so I just been practice doing something like that. So I'm just like, so
Okay.
but I'm waiting
Good
for the other
morning,
book.
Mary. Good morning, Mary. I forgot to go into the broadcast. I was sitting here chatting with you guys and I forgot to hit the broadcast. Good morning,
Did you
Mary.
leave? So we are live. We are
Yeah,
live.
Yes,
yeah.
now we're live. Good
Hi,
morning.
Sharon. How are you doing? How are you guys doing so far this morning? Well, it's noontime.
Yeah.
Mary's morning time. I
Good
have
morning. Oh yeah.
I have the heater on, actually.
Yeah, I had the fireplace because it's a little chilly outside and wind outside. So
Awesome. Thank
yeah.
you, Mary. Thank you. Well, you know what happens that yesterday, my husband was working in the house and he went into the attic to seal the air ducts to
Mm-hmm.
reseal them. Hi, crafty reseller. How are you? Good morning. And so he went ahead and sealed them. And then when he came down, he's telling me, oh, we have to wait 24 hours before we can turn the air conditioner or the heater back on. And I'm like, okay, great. Thankfully, it wasn't a hot day or a very cold night. So
Yeah.
it was okay. But this morning, the house is really cold, and I'm afraid to turn on the heater, and he's not here. He's working. So I turned the space heater. Hi, Lisandra. That's my sister. How are you? Crafty Stellar. Hi, how are
Lysandra.
Hi,
you?
Lissandra.
Go ahead.
Lysandra is your sister.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
she's my oldest sister. I have
She she is
three
the one
sisters.
had the one that you project in the picture.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
She's the one that's learning how to crochet.
Ah, that's nice. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Ah, okay. Fantastic.
And she's learning with number 2 yarn.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh. It gonna take forever.
Yeah, I told her to take her time.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That is true.
Crafty reseller,
My
what's your
my
name?
laptop only got my laptop only got the notification now that we are live.
Hi Sandra, how you just did? Yeah. I figured it would take a couple minutes. Hi Sandra, how are you? We're waiting for a little bit to see who else comes in before we get started. So yeah, so my sister's learning how to crochet. She did her first project she did with a number 4, but she had bought a lot of yarn through Hobie, and a lot of the yarn that she bought was 2. And so she's using that now. Hi, Ingrid. How are you? Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Hi, Cat Dancer.
Good
How you
evening.
doing, honey? I'm going to say good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everybody. Wendy's here. Hi. Trudy Paxton. Welcome, welcome, guys. I would have been done if it wasn't for the many knots. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Marie Chavez, welcome, welcome.
Hey, Mary.
Good morning, Star Brown. That's fine. As long as you can hang out with us, that's perfectly fine. Hi,
Mhm.
Inga. How are you? Welcome, guys. We have, according to 14 people on thus far. You guys want to wait another couple minutes, Ursula?
We can wait a little. Well,
Yeah.
I think.
No, that's fine. We can wait. We can wait a few more minutes. What are you guys up to today on Saturday?
Well, for me, I'm just like trying. I finished kind of like a basket, like a granny square basket. It's like a bag, but I want to put like a fabric inside so that way it
Uh,
can be like I can put my yarn in there and I can, So, but I'm still working on that.
Are you going to line it
Yes. I go to
with
yeah, I go
material?
fabric like I think it's well it's I on that one, but it's not like really like it's really light fabric.
Of
But
course.
I don't
Like
know. Yeah,
a cotton.
yeah. But you know, I'm just like I see how they look like, but I'm gonna use it up for put the yarn in there. So when I start doing the project, so
How big is the squares of that of the bag?
Good
How many
morning,
rounds?
Barbara. How are you,
it
Barbara?
was. Let me see, 7 or 8 rounds,
Sure. All right, Star.
and it's 7 or 8 rounds, and the yarn I use it is the number. Let me see. Where's the number? Oh, number 4. I mean, it's a
Oh
it's,
yes. My
yeah,
favorite. Number 4. It's
yeah,
my favorite.
yeah. So I mean, it turned good, and you know, do you remember the red heart ombre yarn that I get from Walmart? I don't know that you guys see that video. And I use it. I use it. The one is in purple, different like 3 or 4 different colors in purple. So as I need to use that yarn anyway.
It's gonna look
So yeah,
pretty.
yeah, it looks
I've
pretty.
been working on some like cup koozies and stuff like that with some yarn that I'm trying to use up. It's all cotton yarn.
Yeah.
So we only have still 14 people, so I think we should get started.
Mhm. Yep.
Or you
Yes,
wanna
I
wait?
think so too.
Yeah, we can
Okay.
We
start
can
it.
always repeat. We can
Yeah.
always repeat if there's new people in the house. Catch up.
Absolutely. Well, guys, welcome for all of you guys that are there. This is the 2021 Crochet Inspired Challenge, and it's a challenge that the three of us, Ursula, Veronica, and myself, are putting ourselves through, and we just figured we would extend the courtesy of inviting you guys to join us. It's not any particular item, it's not any particular color, it's not any particular anything. It is something that is outside of your comfort zone that you think you would like to try, that you've never tried, that you've been afraid to try, and you're like, just take the dive. Just take the dive with us. And so the three of us are doing the same thing. We each have different projects that we're doing, things that are a little bit of a challenge to us, things we've never done before, and we want to extend that out there. For myself, I'll start off with what I'm doing. I have never done a granny square. I know, right? Can you believe that? I have never done a granny square. I've been
Unbelievable.
trying. I
Unbelievable.
know. I've never
Clap,
done a
Brenda.
granny
Clap, Brenda.
square. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Karen. So I've never done a granny square, so I am challenging myself to do a granny square blanket. However, I don't want to do a bunch of little squares. I was thinking about this, Ursula, after we spoke, and I think I'm going to do 12 large squares, 3 wide and then 4 in length. And I'm going to use color combinations using and I apologize for the color. It didn't come out very good in my printer, but the trend report for spring summer 2021, and it's basically like a green, a yellow, a red, gray, and turquoise. So that's gonna be the color combinations that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna pick colors from that palette, and I'm gonna just use those colors. Now I'm really bummed out
Can
because
you bring it closer to the screen?
yeah, sorry. So the colors doesn't come very good because my printer is not is running out of ink. But this is like a green right here, and this is yellow. This is supposed to be like a corally red, a gray, and a turquoise blue or teal blue, however you want to call it. So I'm gonna choose from this palette to work on my granny squares. And I ordered the yarn, and I was so excited because I ordered a yarn that from Ice Yarn. It is a bamboo acrylic combo, and in the colors that I wanted. And it was supposed to be here on the 11th. And lo and behold, hi Lashera. Lo and behold, it's not here. So in the event that my yarn goes MIA, missing in action, and ends up in a different part of the world altogether, and I never receive it, I got this as a backup, which I had here. And it is a Bernat Softy Baby. and it's got stripes that are like a little bit of a yellowy green, a little bit of a teal, a gray, and white. So I'm have that in the background as a potential, but I'm gonna see if I do get my yarn from Ice Yarn. Now I
Are
still
you going to use solids and knit?
no. With Ice Yarn, they were all solids. But if I do not receive my package and it gets lost and I never receive it and I just get my money back, I'll end up using this yarn,
Okay.
which is stripe.
Okay.
It's gonna be a totally different look though. I don't know. And then
Can
I
I just ask
also
something? It
yeah.
sounds like there's an echo. I sound like I can hear myself. So if you are on your phone and the laptop, then maybe that one of the two devices need to be muted.
I don't
I'm just saying.
have
When I
I
talk,
don't
it sounds like there's an echo. Oh,
I
now
can't
it's
hear an
okay.
echo.
Now it sounds fine.
Okay. I didn't have
Now
my phone.
now it sounds fine. Sorry, it just sounded to
It
me
was
like that.
still a
Okay,
little
now
bit
it's fine now.
echo. Yeah.
Okay, no,
Yeah, yeah. But now it's fine.
I just have StreamYard open right now. I don't have nothing else. Not my phone, nothing else. So
Okay. Okay.
so anyways, I also went ahead and purchased this book of granny squares. So between this book, let, let, let,
Woo!
between this book and Ursula's tutorial, I should come up with something. But I tell you that I think I'm going to use so I may actually end up referring to her tutorial. This one.
Ooh.
What's it called?
It says it's called the Cluster Cross Granny Square.
Oh, that's a nice one.
What I'm trying to
That is a
my
nice one.
left is right and right is left, so I'm a little discombobulated with the camera. So but that is so far the granny square that I think I'm going to do. I'm gonna try to follow the instructions as they are written. If not, I may have to go to YouTube and find a tutorial so that they will help me.
Will it
Oh,
all be one square
it's
or will it
it's
be different squares?
it's gonna be it's gonna be 12 different squares. They're probably gonna
Okay.
be in larger size and in the color combinations. Hopefully, I get my yarn from Ice Yarn. It will be each square is gonna be the same colors but a different order. Does that make sense? So,
100%.
so Nancy's asking, hi Ingrid. I don't, okay. Nancy was asking something. She's Nancy. I thought you were all making Ursula's blanket. No, Ursula was our
No.
inspiration. Ursula was our inspiration because she's done so many, at least for me, because she's done so many granny squares, but we each decided that we would do our own challenging items. So, yeah. Hi, Iris. How are
Yeah,
you?
the point is what is a challenge for you?
Right.
Not what
Right.
is a challenge for me, or because what is a challenge for me is different than what is a challenge for Brenda or for
Mm-hmm.
Veronica or for you as the viewer. What is
Right.
your challenge? What have you never done before? That's what we want to do in 2021. Learn something new, do something new.
And
Sorry,
there's
Brenda.
no, that's fine. It's all it. We're This is going to be a year-long project, so there's no rush for this. You can take your time. We know many of you guys are busy grandmas or moms or students or working full time, whatever the case may be. I'm still working too, and I don't know when I'll be working full time, but currently I'm working part time. So it's going to take a year to complete this blanket, which is perfect for me. And that way I can also work on other projects as well. So there's no rush. We are going to do a live once a month where we each are going to show the progress of our items. And each month, one of us is going to host the live. So today may be in my channel. Next live would be in Veronica's. The following will be in Ursula. and it will be the same uh, uh,
We rotate.
rotation. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. So any of you guys that wants to join us, please, you can join us in this challenge. You can just put it in the comments that you want to participate, and you can choose whatever you want. Like I said, there's no specific item, there's no specific colors. It's just whatever you think is out of your comfort zone, but you've always wanted to try, and this is the perfect opportunity to do so. So with that, I leave it to Veronica so she can discuss what it is that she's going to be doing.
Can I
Well,
just say something?
Yes.
yes.
Sorry. So I just wanted to clarify what when you say when we want the viewers to take part is
Yes.
each of us are taking up a year-long project that is something new and a challenge. Now, if
Right.
you as the viewer decide you also want to do something new, then when we get together once a month, you have 2 to 5 minutes to come up and show
Right.
us this is what I'm going to try this year, and this is how far I am. And then you go down again, and then someone else can come up. So that
Yeah.
is, I just wanted to clarify that
Yes.
that is
Yeah.
what it meant, that you
Yeah.
can come and showcase for your 5 minutes what it is that you are going to do with us as a group, and that how far are you, and just once a month. So there's not a
Right.
lot of pressure. I mean,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Sorry,
Well, this
Veronica, there you
No,
go.
no, no,
no
no,
this
no.
this
Yeah.
this particular live is just an introduction, so you guys know what we're doing. I believe our first live update is on the 31st. Is that correct, Ursula?
No, 30, 30,
On
30.
the 30th, on January 30th, and
Yes.
I think Veronica is going to be hosting that one. Is that correct, or is it me?
Yes,
That's me.
Veronica.
Okay, that's me.
Oh, no, no, is it? Oh, yeah, no, now you ask me. Okay, I'll look it up quickly. While Veronica's talking, I'll look up. I will look it up.
Ursula, focus, Ursula.
So anyways,
You
but
put me
I
on the
believe
spot here.
the next live is going to be on the 30th, and it's one of us, and at that time we're going to show our progression, and if you guys have decided to join our challenge, we'll put the link in, and you guys can then come up for a few minutes and show us what you've done thus far for your project. And we will do that every month, once a month. We're hoping to do it the last Saturday of each month,
Mhm.
as long as it's possible. Hi, Jamie. How are you? Welcome. We are the challengers.
Yay.
We are the challengers.
Because we
And
challenge ourselves.
because we're challenging ourselves and we're putting the challenge out there for everybody, Jamie. So we're not a trio per se, almost like the yarn hookers, where they are a group all the time together. This is just a yearly challenge.
2021 venture.
Exactly, exactly. So yeah, so
I've
next,
looked it
go
up.
ahead. Who's next? Next,
I've looked
who's
it
next?
up. 30, 30 January is episode 1, if you want to call it, and V is the hostess.
Okay.
Veronica steals the show, Crochet.
So at that time, if you've already decided what you want to do and you have started already, then just we'll put the link in and you can come up and show your project, what you've done so far. Hi, Polly's Crochet Creations by Tori. Hello, welcome. And you can show what you have been doing thus far. And we will do that every month. And every month we'll have an opportunity to put the link in so that people can come up and show the progression as the year goes through. And then at the end of the year, we will go ahead. Go ahead, Ursula.
Sorry, but I see that they still hear this dreadful echo when I talk.
I don't hear it.
So Veronica, you only also have one device on.
Yeah.
You can have more than one on, but the sound must be muted if you have two on. If you have a
No,
phone and a
I just have the computer. I
okay.
don't have I don't have another device.
Wow. Okay.
I'm
Okay.
home alone.
Sorry.
I'm
Go
home
ahead.
alone, so I know there's nobody else with any device on.
I mean, no.
Are you still hearing the echo, or
Okay.
does it come and go?
It's gonna. I can hear her just a little bit the echo. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but sometimes when she's talking and talking, I can hear the echo just a little bit. I don't know.
Okay, so
but
we'll go ahead.
it's okay. Veronica is going to talk now.
Okay, and now, thank you.
She's such a
Well,
troublemaker. She's the troublemaker of the team.
yes, I am. Well, for me, it's kind of the same. The Brenda is my challenge. I've never been crochet granny squares at all. Yeah, bad Veronica, bad Veronica. Yes, but it's a challenge for me, and it's something we are the size like Brenda. She mentioned you, Brenda, about it's not a specific colors that you guys want to use or the same projects that you want to do. It's something you never do. So for me it's the granny squares too. And um first I want to show you guys the book. I ordered two books. The first one that come, it was this one. And
What is that crochet kaleidoscope? Where did you order that?
Amazon. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. And
oh, beautiful.
it's so beautiful. They have beautiful, oh my goodness. And the why did I like this book? Because I just look in and read it, and well, it's in English. But the what that I like is because they have a page in the back, the projects, how they look like you when you finish. And like look at this one in the back right here. It's like a the pillow. And each, let me see. Let me show you what that I've been working now, but and I think this gonna be the project for my blanket is this one right here. The circle.
What is that? The top or the bottom of the page? Which one? The top or the bottom of the
Well,
page?
it's the same. It's the same. But and this one right here, they show you how they look in different, in different different colors.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
That's a little like
That's beautiful.
yeah, if you wanna do in different colors or you wanna do it just in two colors.
I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm chatting with the people here, so
Oh, that's
I'm
okay. And
answering their questions and chatting with them. I'm making fun of you guys.
it's okay. So
Huh.
I think
Ooh,
They're
love.
saying they're saying Veronica is a troublemaker and that Ursula's drooling over that book.
I am.
and I just get some yarn in Hobby Lobby last week, so I'm going to show you guys what
Ingrid
it
is
No,
is.
saying
really?
Ingrid is saying that it's wonderful, V, that you're doing the granny square like me. She thinks you're going to love it.
Well, I've been doing the granny squares already, and I'm an addicted.
Oh,
I'm
I
just
haven't done any
saying.
yet. I haven't done any yet.
I mean,
Woo!
I did this one, the what I show you guys the picture, and but look at these projects right here in this book,
I'm beautiful.
and
Oh, beautiful.
yeah, and so
Nancy's saying I'm always trying new stuff. That's cool, Nancy. Are you gonna join us? Oh,
Oh,
Lashera's
that's good
saying
if Nancy will also join us. Oh, that's beautiful, Veronica.
Lashera's saying that she made the pattern, Veronica. I made that pattern, Veronica, in a blanket. The pattern was from YouTube.
hmm,
So there was a tutorial on YouTube. That's awesome.
that's good.
And
But
Ingrid is telling you that that is great, Veronica.
oh, thank you. So look at how many different, you know. And this book, the Granny
Ooh.
Squares, is I mean it's really awesome.
Yeah,
I can wait for the other book that I ordered, but they said they're gonna become Tuesday, so it's supposed to be coming.
How big is that book, Veronica? Let me see. That's a
how
big
big
book.
is the book?
It's a
That's a
pretty big
big
book.
book.
Yeah.
Nearly as big as your blanket or what? How
They
big is the
have
blanket?
they have 100. That's what they said, 100 different.
Wow.
And the other ones that I ordered is 200 or 200 and something different granny squares. So I mean, it's really nice. And the what I like it because for me it's so hard to read. So I like it because they have the picture. So I just follow
The
them.
graph. It has
Yeah,
graphs. Yeah.
yeah.
And
So
now what? Sorry, you said you using a 4-weight yarn?
yes, that's what I use.
Yes. That's a bit thin for you, isn't it?
It's it turned really good. I just make some, but I don't know. I can show you.
Do it.
No,
Show
no.
us.
Yes, I think you should show, but the point is that that is not your normal. Oh, that's
Oh no,
beautiful.
this is not. No,
The,
this is another one because I'm in practice.
That's
mm.
good, Veronica.
So
Because look,
it's
this is all challenging. So you're
yeah,
doing a different yarn that you're used to. You're
yeah.
doing a square that you've never tried before. How big do you plan your blanket to be? How many squares? And is it a year-long project, do you think?
I'm going to because this one I think this one is 7 by 7. If I'm not wrong, 7 by 7 or 6 by 7. It is this square, and if I'm going because I'm my project is gonna be the circle. It's gonna be the colors. Some like that I want the side be in the middle, and so I run. It gonna be another color match with what is in the middle. So, but I think
Um,
this 7 by 7 is this.
Iris is saying that's very pretty, and Lashera is also saying that's very beautiful. Barbara is saying my challenge one is to learn to read a pattern, and challenge two is I have the Sunburst Granny Square blanket half joined together. It's been put away a year and a half, then the border. So pull that out and work on it.
Mhm.
And Ingrid is saying you can be very proud of yourself, Veronica.
Oh, thank you.
Nancy's saying Secret Yarnery has a tutorial with circle in the square blanket. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
But that looks good. That looks really good, Veronica.
So this is a yarn I use it for this one.
Oh,
That's
lovely.
pretty. That's pretty.
It's because I got this one in Walmart other day, and I just like what? Let me. I had to use the this yarn. So and but just one is one of my favorite colors, and I like it. So I mean that's for this one that I'm in practice. I mean, like I said, I'm been addicted because it's so easy. It's so
Before
really easy.
before we know it, we're going to be having a channel full of granny squares. So we'll be like with Ursula, all grannied out.
Yeah. So this is the ones that the colors that I use. This one
Love it.
and this is the sun gold.
That's pretty. That's from Hobby
So
I
Lobby.
love
That's
it.
really soft.
yeah, I saw it really soft. Yes.
hmm
Yeah. So I get this one. Got
Nancy's saying I want to do the Secret Yarnery gingham blanket, and Pat is saying Nancy, I'm doing the Secret Yarnery cow. January is finished, and Nancy's saying I want a pattern, and I picked that one. Awesome, awesome.
so I get this purple, and this is the name for this one, and this is purple. This is the name that this one purple.
So your color scheme is going to be the trendy colors of
It will
2021,
be kind
or
of this can be in the middle, just a little maybe one or two runs, and the other ones they will be around this one because this one I want this one pop out in the blanket. So this is the color gonna be in the middle, so they can be like. So
Of every square? Of every square? Just the center?
yes, I'm going to do like every square this one, but I run match with this kind of purpose.
Wow,
I got
that
this
should look stunning.
and this one.
And are you going to add some of that turquoise or green or blue that with it?
The church, the blue. But
Oh,
I don't find that one and the one that is a Hobby Lobby that I shopped in last week. So I have to go another one maybe next week when it's 30% off, and probably I can find the what I want. So, but I said, well, this is the only I get in, and I got this one. I got the gray, but it's kind of a little more like this is. Let me see. This is light gray.
it's beautiful. Are you going to decide on a binding color, or how are you going to put your squares together? And how many squares? Have you calculated how many squares? So many by so many. How many?
I'm going to say for me because I want a big. I want not a big, but I want a really nice size. Like a blanket. I'm going to say for long. I don't know, maybe.
Look, you said 6 or 7 inches per each one. Now, if it's 6 inches and you make 10, that's 60 inches, which is 1.5 meters.
So one of 10 or one. It could be 1 of 10. You say because it can be like
I'm
this.
saying,
110, 1 of 10, 110 is kind of like this size
are you
for
talking
long.
centimeters or inches?
Inches.
110
Wait a minute.
inches.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. No. Yeah. What is? Oh my God! This thing. This is in Spanish. Oh my God! This is in Spanish.
You never
Okay,
noticed
well
that
then,
before.
Well, it's in the side that this is the small numbers, not the big one, but in the side that is a small. And the
small
what
is centimeters.
so
Small is centimeters. So you
okay,
said,
so
so
they can
just,
be like 110, kind of like the I don't know.
okay.
So that's kind of like the
100
size.
centimeters is 1 meter.
Okay. So for because this one has
Yo,
100.
that thing's rolling out very long.
So for long, I don't know, maybe like 150, like 150 the long.
Centimeters?
Yeah, for the long. I don't know. I mean, that's like I said, I want a big blanket, So I don't know, this too small or this too big or I don't know.
No. Look, if you decide on a square and you say the square is now this size.
It's like a
Now
seven.
my next question was going to be, how many squares is it going to be up and down? Is it a square or a rectangle? Now, when you make squares, you can easily decide, I want a rectangular thing, because a bed is
Yeah.
a rectangle. It's never really square. So to go over a bed, or even in front of the TV, your body is more rectangular than you want it to be rectangular.
Yeah,
So
because
what?
this one is like a seven. It's like a 7, 8. It's like a 8.
8 what?
Yeah, so it can be. So
That's
it
eight
can be
inches. That's 8 inches.
yeah, inch. Yeah,
Thank you,
Pulgadas.
Brenda.
Pulgadas. Pulgadas. No, pulgadas.
yeah, pulgadas. Yes.
That's inches. So it's just like mine is going to be. I'm gonna do my granny squares, 18 inches by 18 inches.
18 by
So
18.
and it's gonna be 12 squares, 3 across and 4 down. So it'll be 54 inches across and 72 inches long.
That sounds a good size.
Yeah.
So this is
So
gonna be
Is that
the
with or
your
without a border, Brenda? With or
without a
without a
border,
border?
I'm not sure yet. I have to decide. Once I put it together, I'll decide if I want to do a border or not. It all depends how busy it is with the different colors. If it's too busy, I
Okay.
may just do like one single, like have double crochets all around just to kind of seal it in and lock it in, but not anything else. If I can get away with a border, then I may do a border. That would be a challenge for
So
me too, because
Veronica,
I don't do borders that much either.
Veronica will get Alex to help her with a map so we
Yes.
can find out what the size of her blanket is going to be.
Hi, Maribel. How are you? Welcome. We're having a blast here with Veronica trying to figure inches
She's
and
giving us
centimeters.
Spanish math, and it doesn't add up.
No.
And her husband is in
Square.
construction. Woo!
That's why I'm here to make sure that she
Yes.
understands and we understand.
So this is another colors that I like. Like I said, this is gonna be
Mm,
another project. So they go
beautiful.
together. So this one the color is dark.
Teal. Looks like a teal.
It is kind of yeah. And
Dark teal.
I get the navy blue.
Ooh, lovely.
It's really
Ooh.
pretty. And the last one that I get is this one. What is it? It's a country, dark country blue. It's really
Beautiful.
pretty. So
That's lovely.
yeah, so the one I'm gonna be for my challenge is gonna be the purple one, and this one. So the three
I
different
love that yellow.
purples.
It is
This
going to
one,
pop.
yes.
Oh, it's
So
lovely.
this one is gonna be in the middle of the circle, not the big one, but it kind of a couple rounds in the middle, and I'm gonna change colors in purple. So that's gonna be like I said for
Beautiful.
me. My challenge is I never be crochet like granny squares, never. So, but I'm an addicted now. Because it's Ursula fault. I'm just kidding.
You guys know how Veronica gets. Once she gets her hands on something, forget it. She'll be doing granny squares for the next, for everything, for beans, for
Yes,
stars,
yes,
for
yes.
wraps, for everything.
Hey, I
Have
see
you
a
just
picture. I see a picture on Instagram for like a granny square scarf. It was really long. She was looked so beautiful. That girl with all the long skirt. I said, wow, it's amazing. I mean, it was really nice. It was really nice. Yeah.
Ursula,
did you say you have decided how you're going to put it together, or will we hear that next time? Because it is like, are you going to join as you go, or are you going to put it together all in one once you've made them all and spread it out? I sometimes find that sometimes if you've done something before and it's more that you know what you want, then you can do join as you go. But if you haven't done it before, then do it square by square and then lay it out so that the result is something you are very happy with because you've put a lot of work into it.
So that's it's much better doing the squares first and later put it together, or I mean that's what you say.
If you've decided that the center of every square is going to be, I would think for you if you've never done granny squares and you want to do a granny square blanket, my advice would be do the squares, then assemble.
Okay.
Because if you change your mind somewhere along the line, you don't want to halfway through the year say, oh, I should have put that color this more a little bit this side. Now there's too much of this color. You want to be able to tweak that at the end of the year and then crochet it together. Crochet together is so easy.
Yeah.
It's instead of sewing it together, you just crochet together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I think
I
that's the
don't know.
best.
What do you think, Brenda?
No, for me that's the best. The best idea. So I can do the squares and later I decide exactly what color I want to put it in there. So
yeah, for me, I was thinking of two ways. I was thinking of doing what Ursula was recommending, which was doing it as I go. However, then I started realizing what you also said is I'm going to be mixing colors where they are going to be the same colors, but not in the same order. So then I started thinking, well, maybe I should make the 12 first and then decide the layout and then put them together. So I'm still iffy. It all depends whether or not Ice yarn sends my yarn. So, and depending on the yarn that I use. But actually, Ingrid, and sorry, Ursula and Veronica, Trish was asking what the challenge is because she came in a little late. And basically, Trish, what we're doing is that we are challenging ourselves to work on something that we've never done before, that is outside of our comfort zone, and we're going to make it a year-long project. I'm making a blanket, granny square blanket. Veronica's making a granny square blanket that she just spoke about, and Ursula's going to do something else that she's going to speak about in just a moment. And I'm using the trendy colors for 2021. I'm going to use colors out of this palette, not all of them, but colors out of this palette. And what I plan to do is do one granny square every month. My granny square is going to be hopefully 18 by 18 so that at the end I have a throw or blanket that is 54 inches wide by approximately 72 inches long without a border. So we're asking anybody that wants to join us to join us. And what we're going to do is once a month, we're going to have a live and we're going to link it out so that you can come up and you can show your project just for a few minutes. And people can take turns coming up and showing us the progress of their project as the year goes along. And that's really it. It's very simple. It's not a specific anything. It's just whatever you want to do that has been intimidating for you and you've never tried because you're afraid to do it. This is your opportunity to just do it along with us. I'm just afraid my granny squares are going to come out like a triangle or like, or like a round or like a rectangle or like something other than a square. So we will see.
Oh,
Lashara is saying that depends on the person, Ursula. I make the squares first, and after that, I measure them together so I can plan with the colors. A lot of people like it, as you said, Ursula. Okay, so it's a little different for everybody, but whatever it is, I mean, there's no right or wrong way. I think whatever makes it right for you at the moment, whether it's the patterns of your granny squares or the colors or whatever it is. If you want it to be sporadic and just a surprise at the end and you just want to join them as you go, sometimes there's beauty in that too, you know, beauty in chaos. So there you go. Nancy wants to know what Ursula's plan is.
Okay. So I just wanted to tell Trish as well. Well, everybody, and you have explained it. The point is not here that it is challenging, because I think someone might say, Veronica is making a granny square. I'm going to laugh my head off. What? That is not the challenge. That's not the point. The point is, it's a challenge for her. So what is a challenge for you? I am going to share now what is a challenge for me. Now I'm telling you. Okay, so first of all, I decided I'm going to make a temperature blanket. Yes, unbelievably, I have never been tempted enough to make a temperature blanket. No interest. But when we say make something that you've never done before, I thought, okay, make a temperature blanket. Now the challenge was I did research. Okay, so because I'm not going to waste yarn. And I watched tutorials and I listened to B.Y.C, and she had a lot of good advice. And I followed that advice. One of the things she said is, buy yarn that you love, because you cannot fall out of love with a yarn halfway through the year. Okay. Now, I also must mention that we are in Celsius degrees. So I went and I did. Now, don't look at my writing, just look at my method. I went and onto a website and wrote down
the
entire year last year, every day, what the temperature was. So then I looked at last year, 2020, historically, and I saw that there were only 6 days that was over 30 degrees, 31 degrees. So I thought, so if I buy, for instance, that color, I'm only going to do 6 rows in that color.
Yeah.
And how wide must my range be, right? Mm-hmm. And what was the lowest temperature? So, and based upon that, I made my decision. that if I'm going to spend the yarn, the money to buy this yarn and make this year-long thing, I must be happy with it. So I went off to the shop. Another challenge was to find a brand here in South Africa that has all the colors. And I then bought the colors, asked my daughter to help me to arrange it. And then I said to her, I don't want to, in getting the colors, I said, I don't want just a color to be, I want that temperature to reflect how I feel on that day. On a day where it's 33 degrees Celsius, which is your high 80s, is it? I feel like my face is beetroot, hot. And that's how you feel. And when it's super cold, I feel purple. That's how cold I feel. So now what I did was also, you know how they say how you take a little piece of the yarn and you put it next to the color? No, too much trouble, please. And it is just too much. So what I did was I arranged the balls. I'm going to show you this now. I arranged the balls in a container, just the right size. And I put a little square with a number, the temperature number, on it, so that I will not get confused, because I don't want to read, oh, it is whatever degree today. So this is my handwritten chart. I don't know if you can see there. Yes, there where the yellow is what is done. The days, obviously, because today is the 15th, right? So I had to do up to today's 15th. It's 23 degrees here. No, today is 26. It's 25 degrees here. So as it goes, I will just write it up. I will stick this on my wall. And I don't plan to do it daily. Nonsense. I'm not going to keep that up. I plan to do it like every Sunday, because there is a live that I attend every Sunday where I can sit and I can do it, and it's not a lot. My size of my blanket is going to be the same. It's a 60 inches square, 1.5 meters. That is a doable size. Now let me show you my yarn, because this is yummy. I have arranged it like this.
Wow.
Now, very hot, very hot. Cooler, 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 all the way around. Go around the outside, please. Outside, outside. Turn, come to the inside. By here, you are freezing cold, and here, I think that you need to the more. Okay, the white is going to be my marker. My marker, okay, just for your viewing pleasure, I'm just going to,
Wow.
shall I turn it
Beautiful
this way?
yarn.
Can you see it better if I do it like this?
Wow.
Right. So now the white is going to be my marker. At the end of every month, I put in 2 rows of white. Then I know that's January. The next month, 2 rows of white. Now the stitch. Here I want to growl and bite it, because it's a challenge, right?
Yes.
And you don't know what it means to challenge yourself. It means go out of your comfort zone. And when you're out of your comfort zone, what comes out? Ooh, who knows? Yeah. And so I decided, I made a sample, because, you know, let me just quickly look, where is my squares? But okay, I don't know, see it now, but my squares that I made for my blanket, Ursula's blanket, that the latest tutorial, it just so happened that tutorial I just finished, and it is 12 by 12, and each one is in single half double crochet, right? And I thought to myself, okay, in working out the sizes, let me just see. So
Ursula, there's many people are saying that those colors are gorgeous.
Oh, yes. Thank you, sweetie pies. Thank you so much. I wanted something to keep me motivated the whole year through. Eh? I've got to be my own best friend. And 2021 resolution is to be kinder to self. Yes. So this is just one of my squares for that Ursula's blanket, right? Mm-hmm. Now, so then I made one in a size 3 hook, because I used the 4 hook. Now you can see the square is smaller already. Yes. Okay. So then I decided, now I'm going to use this Kartopu yarn, which is in my very first tutorial ever, which is the one that one that's called Tulip. I used Kartopu yarn. It is the most beautiful yarn to work with. It has a bit of a shine to it. It just slides off the hook. Oh, and it has so many colors. Anyway, so I did the same square in that, and it's even smaller. Okay, but still too big for a year project. Then I did the same, but now if you can see where the green starts up to here is 20 rows. So you can think a month is going to be just about, it's going to be 60 inches by 60 inches, which is great. So when I work that out, that's fine. And this is moss or stitch or granite stitch or whatever you want to call it. But
Are you doing,
I watched the tutorial.
Are you doing a daily temperature blanket, or are you doing it like a week, every week, or how are you doing it?
Daily highs. But I only do it once a week. I'm not going to sit every day and ting-a-ling-a-ling. It's not so many stitches. It's just 1.5 meters, 60 inches. And it is, because it is a moss stitch, it is a single crochet, chain one, single crochet. So it really goes very fast. Yeah. And I'm in love with the stitch, except the stitch is new to me. Now, so what I was asking in a few lives is this. So I'm still figuring it out because the tutorial was not accurate. So I was not impressed, because when you do them, I don't know, have you done the moss stitch, one of you?
No. I've never done it.
Another challenge. Now you see what with a moss stitch. You see.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, but I never.
But what you do is you do a single crochet, chain one, single crochet, chain one, single. Yes. The next row you are supposed to, if there's a chain one, must work around the chain one, single crochet, chain one. Now that is all fine and well. I can do that. I'm intelligent to do that. But how do they start? How does that tutorial start the row? Work a single crochet on top of a single crochet. So what happens? I can show you what happens.
It goes like this.
Because
I am going like this.
It dips.
Yes.
It dips.
Yeah.
So I'm like, lady, maybe you're doing Spanish math, but this is out. This house, the house of this roof is going to go. It's going to look like I live in Shanghai. Now, look at this. I'm up to date.
Much better.
Yes. Wow. Yeah.
What much better? There's nothing much better yet. That's just the middle. Now let me show you the side.
Oh Lord.
Oh, I thought you were showing us the one that's completely rectangular. No? Show us the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see that it dips?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now you see, that's what I don't like. If a tutorial lies to you, don't show me something there that doesn't work out. That math doesn't work out. Oh. So now my question is there not someone in a viewer that can help us and say, because now what I'm trying to do to rectify this is, when I come to the end and I'm working on top of a single crochet, I'm not doing a single crochet. I'm going to do a slip stitch, because really all the others were going through, losing height. Now you're asking me to put height on height. No. So I'm doing a slip stitch at the end, turning, doing a slip stitch, and then working through. I hope that will sort it out. Otherwise, I will have to block it. But I like the overall effect. What I like about this stitch, I must say, what I like about the stitch is that it looks like a granny square stitch where it is, you know?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
It sort of goes into the dips into the previous row. I love that about it.
Not only that, but I think what's beautiful about that stitch is that it really accents each and every color, because the colors go into the next color and it stands it out. So every color has a little bit of a pop, regardless of what color you use. Oh, yes. That's very boho. Very bohemian. So,
This
so
would make a
Tori,
lovely scarf. No.
let me see where am I. Everybody's saying that's very pretty. Tris is saying that's pretty. So this is the moss stitch. Yes, that's the moss stitch that Ursula is showing. And Tori's asking, are you doing a tutorial on that once you figure out how to do it correctly?
Yes.
Yes. Sanita saying, do it single crochet chain 1 on the next row. Single crochet on top of the single crochet instead of on chain 1. Not sure if I
Single
read that.
crochet. Wait. Who said
Sanita,
that?
Sanita said, do it single crochet chain 1 on next row. Single crochet on top of single crochet instead of on chain 1.
Yeah, but now you see, that's what that tutorial said. That's what the tutorial said. And you can see what's happening. There's the row. And it's here, it flares.
Yeah.
But mathematically, you can work it out for yourself. That if you put a single crochet on top of a single crochet, but in the rest of the row, you're going through, it's going to dip. I mean, logic, eh? Yeah, you sort of, I thought it would dip, but I thought, the tutorial says so, and their result is right.
Iris is saying that you're going to have a lot of tails to put in. Tris says, very boho. Ha ha ha, I love it. You can totally pull that off, Ursula.
Not a single tail. Why?
You just roll it back in.
Because then it's going to come out in the wash. I do my pinky magic.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is, in my tutorials, I show you how I do blankets with different colors without ends to work in, is I do the pinky magic. So let me show you on this side. So this is, I've caught up here on today. This is end of today. So I have cut off now more than I should. The tail is longer. But what I do with pinky magic, those who watch my tutorials, you'll know what I mean. I put my pinky there, and whatever is more than my pinky, I cut that off. Then I pull out about 4 stitches. I make a magic knot, but I see to it that this is, for instance, like a peachy color. I see that my peachy color, when I make my magic knot, that my peachy color has a tail as wide as my pinky, so that the knot lands exactly where I want it to land. And so I don't have any ends to work in, and I can put a border around, and I don't waste any yarn either. There's not ends and ends and ends to waste. So I'm making maximum use of my yarn, and yes. So there we go.
Start saying the slip stitch should work. I've always done the moss stitch as a single crochet, then double, and following rows are single into a double and double into a single. I think you found a difficult tutorial, she says. Yeah, and then Tori is going off to bed. Good night, Tori. Have a good night.
Tori.
Bye, Tori.
Let's see. Hold on. I lost her. Hi, Kitty Mom Crochet. I was listening to part of your live. Okay, I had to pop out quickly, says Ingrid, and Miss Ursula's challenge herself. We saw something very pretty she's shown now. Please fill me in. Ingrid needs for you to fill her in. Hi to Maxwell, or is that Bailey? Kitty Mom, that was Maxwell. He was outside and he's got a bunch of little stuff stuck to him, so I was trying to pick them off. He was in the yard chasing a squirrel, I think. Tris is saying good night.
I had to do that again.
That's okay.
If I look at this, it is so visually stimulating. So now, say for instance, now it's time to go to bed. Now I take my blanket, what is done of my blanket.
So
I fold it in.
Sandy from Left is Right Crochet is with us. Hi, Sandy. She's saying hi, Brenda. Hi, Veronica. Hi, Ursula.
Sandy.
Everybody's saying hi to Sandy. Everybody's saying nice yarn, Ursula. That is so pretty. Hi, y'all, my fantastic journey friends. To Sandy. Michelle is saying hi to Sandy. Hey, Tris. Hello,
I
dear
put the lid
Sandy.
on. See,
So there is Ursula's
I,
yarn for her temperature blanket.
I put the lid on. Now this project stays in one container,
That's good.
clean,
Yep.
and nobody touches it.
Nobody.
Nobody
Nobody.
touches it, and I can do whatever when now once a week I take it. I've written down next to my computer on the wall is this. I've written down 7 temperatures. I go sit down. I'm ready for my live with DOY creations, my time, and I do my 7 rows, which is single
Ursula,
crochet chain 1. How
Ursula,
easy.
Nancy's saying depending on the weather, you may need more of one color. But she may have missed what you did. You want to go ahead and touch on that again, what you did for 2020? So you know how much to buy
Oh
approximately?
yes,
Go ahead.
yes, Nancy. I what I did was I did the entire 2020. I did the entire 2020. I'm using 23 colors, which is more than any tutorial that I've come across. They all use less colors. They use, some use even 10, 8, 7, some use 15, average 15. I'm using 23 colors. So I have covered a pretty much I think the highest color last year, the highest color I would have used only 6 rows. The lowest color I would not have even have used. So I have covered, every ball is a degree Celsius, is 1 degree Celsius. So I started at 10 degrees Celsius and minus 10. Up to 10 is one color. Then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. If it's 31 and above, it's one color. So I cannot go wrong. And remember, it's summer by us now. So for us, it's now. I'm going to be in the maroons here. Next month, it's going to be maroon, 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 maroon. Looks like maroon because it's so hot.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be nice and will be a cool summer and not so much of a hot summer. Or what do you think? It's gonna be a hot. It's been really really hot for
What
you,
does who
Ursula.
think?
I know you're hot all the
It's
time.
it's hot here. It's hot. It's 33s here. I tell you what, it has differed so that the one day here it was 33, and the next day, yesterday, it was 23. The day before that, 33, 10 degrees Celsius difference. I mean, if you can imagine, that is a big dip in Fahrenheit because
Do you guys have a lot of humidity or no?
a lot. So I'm
Okay.
doing the highs, the temperature at noon, which is the highs. And yes, there was something that you said now that I wanted to say something about that blanket, but I like the size, which is 60 by 60 inches. I do plan to put a lovely border around it. I haven't decided what the border will be, but it should suit the blanket, of course. But I'm very excited about this. It's new, and TLYC also says it's a year-long project. Do it with people so that you stay motivated, so that you're not the only one doing it. But you know me, I only have 2 projects at a time. So this is my only whip at the moment. And I'm caught up till today. Tomorrow, I must do tomorrow because I actually wait till afternoon. Till afternoon, 2 words, not till afternoon, to do it, because then I'm after my high.
Yeah.
Yes, and then I know it is definitely that high for the day for sure. Yes, so I think it is, I was just growling at that moss stitch / granite stitch / I think the stitch doesn't know what to make its mind up what it wants to be anyway. What stitch has 3 names, please? I mean, I don't even have 3 names. It's Ursula Wood. Finish.
That's it.
Yeah,
So guys, are you guys tempted to join us on some project that you may be intimidated by? Come on, join us
Or
next
that's
next.
something
Huh?
they haven't tried.
Yeah,
Something they haven't tried. I have never been tempted to do a temperature blanket. Never, ever. Oh, by the way, someone in my Facebook team, Connie Langley, also started her YouTube channel, and she is making one in shades of blue only.
that's
Ooh.
pretty too. Yeah.
Yes. And I think hers is only going to be 6 months. She's only going to do it for 6 months, which means you can choose another stitch. But I'm in love with this stitch. You know what they say about this moss stitch is that it is thin like knitting, which is great
Yeah.
because I can just
Yeah.
imagine something that is like a sweater in a beigey neutral, because I like to wear neutrals, although that is multicolor rainbow. A nice or a blue something, even an ombre in this stitch, because it shows up so lovely, and it's thin. It's thin. If you feel it, it's like I feel it, and I'm like, it's thin enough for a
It is thin.
blanket, but it's
Yeah.
flat.
Yeah.
It's very flat. Oh,
Speaking
and
of,
by the way, I didn't say
go
I'm
ahead.
doing it in a 3.25 hook, not 4, in a 3.25 hook. Now, someone would think, why such a small hook? But this is a double knit yarn, which is a 4 weight, but it is not. You get a thick 4 weight and you get a thin 4 weight. This is a double knit, but you can easily use a 3 or up to a 4 millimeter hook with it. It is a thinnish, as double knit goes. This is a bit on the thin side, but it's very nice. It's lovely. Sorry, Brenda.
So
No, no,
this is what I'm gonna use I'm gonna use the squares too.
a 5 millimeter.
Yes. So there's not gonna be too small hooks. So I'm gonna use, because the yarn, they say the yarn the size the hook you have to use 5.5, but as I'm gonna use the 5. So, and that turns good. So yeah.
I still don't know
For
what
a
I'm
blanket,
gonna.
it's
I
good
still
because a
don't know
blanket
what.
will stretch.
I still
Yeah.
don't know what hook I'm gonna use since I don't know what yarn I'm gonna use yet. So once it gets here, if it gets here, I'll decide. But I was gonna ask Ursula. Speaking of which, that sweater you have on is lovely. Is that a granny skirt sweater?
It is a poncho.
Do you have a tutorial for that? That is beautiful.
Yes.
I am planning to make a tutorial of hand-dyed yarn,
Uh-huh.
because this is 100% cotton. It is for summer. I have a round neck sleeveless top that is that goes down, right down to just below my knee, just above my knees.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just wearing stretch pants with it. But then I like to wear this. This is very light cotton, and it has a lovely. How can I
Drape.
show you the border like this?
That's
That's
Can you
beautiful.
see
pretty.
the
Yeah.
border? Yeah. So I
Pretty.
will do exactly this one, which is so easy to make. I've bought lovely hand dyed yarn, and I'm going to use that to make it,
That's gonna
because
be
it's an
beautiful.
easy tutorial.
I love that. I love
Yes.
the color
So that will
combination
be
you
whip
have.
number 2. This is whip number 2, because
Okay.
obviously the blanket is whip number 1.
I'm gonna have two whips. I still have my mosaic blanket that is more than a year long project, and now I'm gonna have the other. So that's it. Those are my two whips.
I never try and do the what you mentioned,
The
Brenda.
mosaic.
Yeah, that's another. I mean, I see a lot of beautiful blankets and Facebook. A lot of people they doing that. So wow, that is can be a challenge for me too because I'm never doing that. So
It's simple. It's just a lot
I've
of
never
work.
done that either.
yeah,
I've never done that. I would like to start with like a cushion cover, um, just to get it right.
Mm-hmm.
You
yeah,
know, it doesn't look difficult, but it looks like, because it's the first time, that I must concentrate. Like this moss stitch. I'm going to call it moss stitch. I'm going to pick a name and keep calling it that. Now this moss stitch, it's great, but still I find myself, I have to concentrate because you do battle because the stitch is so short to see where is the gap, and you must focus. And so at the moment, it's not second nature. I mean, making a granny square for me, I don't even have to look. But it is because of the yarn and the changes. And because I have a degree for every day, there is, unless 3 days in a row is the same degree, that's the only time there is a repeat of color. But every day is a different degree, it's a different color. It shows lovely on there. So
Ingrid is saying, when you do the tutorial for the granny top poncho, Ursula, that is something I am going to be making for sure. Love it. Like the boho feeling of it. She likes the boho feeling of it. It's really beautiful.
you know what I love about this? What I love about this is the fact, yeah, you see there, you see the border. What I love about this is you can wear this. This top has, for instance, you see this square is here. But now, just a moment, I can turn it around and now I turn it around and you see now this one is in front.
Yes. Very nice.
So you can
Very
absolutely, it be, any side is the front. So you can decide how you want to look, how it wants to look.
Yeah.
So I like that.
So we're looking forward to your tutorial.
Yes. That is really, I mean, that really look like not too heavy. It's just like, you know, something that you can wear and when it's really hot, you know. So I really like it. I really like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought it's easy, so I would like to just make this. It will probably be one tutorial, not more than one. But you know my tutorials are long. Put it on one. Yeah. And then but it's only going to come out after the blanket, which gives me time till the week after 9 Feb, I think. So yes.
So Ursula,
Anyway.
what size is the yarn that you say you're gonna use for your blanket? What size the
Double
yarn it
knit.
is?
It is a double knit.
Double knit. Yeah, but the number is the yarn, you know, like
3 weight.
3 1. Okay, okay.
I
Okay,
think
number 3.
double knit is 3 weight.
Oh, okay. Now she's wanna do
I
a
think so.
poncho.
The poncho will be done in a 4mm hook with a double knit as well. And the thing is, it comes out lacy because the hook is a little bit bigger than the yarn calls for. But because it's summer, you want something that is not. It must give the feel of a summer short sleeve cardigan, but it's crocheted.
Yeah.
And again, this thing you can start Friday night, Sunday night, it's done. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be working before in fact I'm starting this today before I get started on the blanket, which I can't start on the blanket yet because I don't have my yarn. I'm doing Dana's it's called the Prosperity Crop Tee. You know, she uses it a lot. It's that I don't know if you can see it. It's that meshy crochet top.
Yes. She often wears it.
Yeah, so I bought that the other day and I want to start it today.
Oh, lovely. Yes.
Hi, Brenda. How are you? Says hello. I have watched some of on reply. Sorry, late coming in. No, never too late. Just grateful you're here.
The next comment. Wow.
Brenda.
Let's see. Let's see what Ingrid has to say. Wow, Nancy, a mosaic in 8. Yeah, Nancy was saying that she did a mosaic in 8 days. I am busy learning to do mosaic from a tutorial on Firefox Studio and Tina. Tina's great. That can also be a challenge for 2021. I mean, a lot of people are a little bit intimidated by mosaic. So if that's something that you think you want to do, you absolutely.
So I know you've been doing the mosaic, Brenda. So how much yarn did you use it doing that? Because
I haven't used much, believe it or not. I have not used. I maybe have used 2 total skeins so far, and it's halfway done. But the thing is that it's like typing. It's almost like what like the moss stitch, like the temperature blanket where you do one color and then you do
yeah.
another color and then you do another color. So, but you always start from left, I'm sorry, from right to left, and then you cut on the ends. So you always end up with a um fringe. You always end up with fringe. And this fringe, there's a couple options of how to do it. You can do a border that encapsulates the fringe, or I bought this gadget and I've decided to do it this way. I've already started trolling my ends. So it's going to be more of a little bit, what do you call it?
Fringe.
Yeah, fringe, a twisted fringe.
Yes, yeah.
So, but that's gonna take time. So I just bought this thing to use it to do it, and I was testing it out. So, and that's the way it comes out, and it actually works pretty well. So, but that's gonna take a long time. That's why I have not given myself a time frame to finish this blanket because I know myself and I get very anxious and stressed out, which
Yeah.
is the reason I try to not have more than 2 items going at one time. But
I'm so glad someone's on my page.
yeah. So I basically have it. I don't consider it a whip. I consider it what is it, a
Unfinished object.
and not so much that
UFO.
because I do work on it every week a little bit, but it's almost like it's my little like my own personal little love blanket, you know. I
Mm-hmm.
really I really love the way it's coming out, and I don't want to rush through it. I want to do it right. So I want to take my time with it and make sure I get it done as big as I want it without rushing through it and make sure it comes out correct. So it's my own little gift of love to myself. So I take my time with it and I don't think of it as a whip. Otherwise, it'll be stressing me out. Brenda said thank yous. Nancy did a double border on hers to do the to encapsulate the fringe.
I did one for my son that was a shell blanket and it was multicolored and it had that. And I actually just bought a material that was stretchy, but
Okay,
but
like
nice.
nylon, like
And then
nylon.
I put a border around it. I just sewed it zigzag around it, and I didn't have to work in anything. So that
Yeah,
was lovely.
yeah.
Another way. But I mean, not everybody can sew, but yeah, well.
I can sew. Well, I can fix
Oh,
things. I just don't have a machine. Trish says
yeah, yeah.
background project that you work on during other smaller whips. Exactly, Trish. Exactly. That's my little background project. It's mine. It's one of those things where when you sometimes get tired of working on everything
Yeah.
else, you go to kind of and it's so easy that it's become very mindless to me. I just do it without even thinking about it. So it's relaxing. Nancy said that hers is about twin size and it's on her couch. I think I saw a picture
Wow.
of. I think you posted a picture of your Nancy of your Walmart haul, and I think I may have seen it on the back of that sofa. Is that the one you're talking about? Ingrid saying, Brenda,
I want to show you this. You see
Brenda,
this?
if you use something like egg carrot cake for your main color and say black for the pattern, does one start with the main color or the black? I can seem to wrap my head around it. It really makes no difference. Both colors run the same pattern, especially on this particular pattern. It doesn't matter how you start. Each color, they recommend you use a darker and a lighter so that each color stands out on its own. But the way the pattern runs, it doesn't make any difference which color you start with. Eventually, it'll all start. You see how you can see the darker color run the same pattern as the white? It doesn't make a difference.
Hmm.
Lashera says, you guys are awesome. Thank you, Lashera. Brenda, Veronica, and Ursula. Trish is saying, ha ha, Nancy. I was going to ask where you got your speedy superpowers. Nancy saying, again, it took 8 weeks, not 8 days. Yes, it was in that photo. Okay, that's what I thought. It's very pretty. I saw that photo of your Walmart haul, and it's very pretty blanket. I've seen some gorgeous mosaic blankets that I'm still intimidated by. This is a very basic style, so but for sure that could be somebody's challenge for 2021. But anyways, guys,
Can I show you?
yeah, go ahead.
This is how I did it.
Oh yes, yes, that's exactly right. That is beautiful.
It's a
So
stretchy material.
So everything is in all the borders. Everything is in there.
It's actually it feels puffy, but it is because the blanket is a 3/4 bed. So I took apart a little bit of the blanket, and I will actually tell you how much in English inches. 1.8, nearly 2 inches,
Okay.
is this entire thing. So on the side, you can see there, it is just, I took the piece of material, folded it in, and then put the blanket in the middle, and then those two that was already folded around, and then just zigzag around the entire blanket. And because it's a bit stretchy, just like the yarn, it works perfect.
It worked perfect. Yeah. Yeah. That's beautiful. That's pretty.
Thank you.
I made my son a mosaic scarf, says Nancy. It's pretty heavy.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Nancy also said the big mosaic blanket is heavy. It's mostly single crochet. Yeah, this one is single crochet and double crochet. That's it. You had single crochet, double crochet, and that's it. That's all you do. That's all you do. Single, double.
But you know that I've just finished a blanket, the entire blanket half double crochet, right? Ursula's blanket. Now I must concentrate because I'm doing single crochet, not half double crochet. So every time I must, no, you just went to fetch. Why is the last 5 stitches higher than this? Rip it back. So I must concentrate, so I tell you today, I thought to myself, I am ready to bite this thing. So now and you look like you're not working out at the ends. I'm going to really block you. I'm not pulling out. You're going to come right.
So Nancy's saying that mosaic it is easier than it looks. It is easier than it looks. At least for me so far. It's just having the pattern. You have to have a pattern to go by. It's not like I don't think that you can just go off your head. You have to follow some kind of
somebody. Yeah. 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 I mean, you have to.
But if you start,
you have to
you
look and
have to
really
concentrate.
like somebody doing that, and really who know what are they doing, and follow that person, so that way it's more easy. Like the who never doing the mosaic. So I think that's another one my challenge for me too, because it's amazing work. Yeah.
There is one of Tina's tutorials that she did that was amazingly long. I think I don't want to exaggerate, but at least 2.5 hours long. At least. Because Tina, that long. Torador, blah, blah, I don't know what.
Yeah.
But that mosaic Tina. And she did that. And she said it was because people asked her, go slow. And I have now found, I've been crocheting for so many years. Now I'm doing a new stitch, the moss stitch. And it's a simple stitch. But because I haven't done it, I must focus. Now imagine someone, I mean, Veronica, when you're doing the granny stitch, you have to think. And I'm turning again. I've got 4 corners to turn around to get to the same place. Around she goes. Where she stopped, nobody knows.
Yeah. Yeah. So what is other people thinking about the challenge? What they think? What you guys think? I mean, what is your ideas? You guys, what you think about our ideas? Just telling us. So we are so really excited to be part of the. I'm so really excited. All this people be part in the challenge too. So I think.
So Ingrid's going to join us in making a cardi or vest. I've never done one before, and the mosaic as an ongoing whip. There you go. So Ingrid, when we go live next on the 30th, if you've already started, just come join us and we can bring you up if you'd like, so you can show the progress. You don't have to, but if you want to, we're more than happy to have you.
Yeah.
Or if she hasn't started yet, show us what she's bought, what she's planning to make, that she's also going to do whatever is her challenge or something new in 2021. I mean, tonight it was an introduction.
Yeah.
Now, whoever wants to join us is going to think, I also want to do something, but what? Because especially for the temperature blanket, I kept on hearing, you have to stash up on yarn. And I'm like, I do not have a big yarn stash. So I have to find, that's why I didn't make my blanket huge, because where am I now going to find suddenly, it's already 16 January, so already if I'm doing it end of January, I have to catch up. Like your yarn didn't come in time. Now if I have to order yarn, so I think maybe January, beginning February to the end of February, people are going to more join in because they would have had a chance to buy yarn. They also want to finish something that hasn't been finished in years.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
a big
like,
challenge.
this is the year. I'm going to finish this thing this year. Yeah.
Wendy's saying, I can't wait to join you. I'll be starting after February 5th. That's perfectly fine when the test crochet for the Expressions Fiber Arts is done. That is perfect.
Yes.
That is fantastic.
Star is saying, I tried the mosaic last week and mucked it up. Very frustrating because you cut so frogging is a yarn waster. You cut so much. Yeah. I went back to trying to figure out sleeves. I would say start little. This is, I don't have it here, but I started with I'll show you what I did. Hold on.
I'm how do you say, peeping over the wall at V. Hello, V.
So I started with a small like I use this as a coaster. I started with a small item. If you go to Tina's YouTube, she's got a tutorial on the basics, and I just started with something very small. I use it as a coaster, and then she also goes through the process of encapsulating the ends. So she goes through that same tutorial in that same video, and you just go small, and that's what I did. I did that first. Once I felt comfortable with it, then I moved to the blanket. And that way I felt comfortable. This?
How big is that coaster?
It's probably 6 inches by 5.
That's a rude coaster, because how big is that thing that goes on that coaster? That lady doesn't drink out of a glass that big, eh? That looks like
let me show you my coffee mug. Hold on a second.
Hello, Veronica. I'm looking.
Oh my gosh.
It feels like I'm peeping over the wall to my neighbor.
I want to take you out. Hold on. You see this mug?
Are you going to measure it in Spanish? In Spanish, inches.
I can find a measure in Spanish.
This mug is like 4 pulgadas, 4 inches. Listen, this is my coaster slash snack holder.
Uh,
So I can put my coffee and a little biscuit or something next to it.
no, that's good because I do some avocado custard too, and because I make a little bigger because my husband his cup for coffee is big. So regular is a little small, and so I had to make it a big avocado, and I was just like, yeah, it was kind of really good. So it just depends, the cup that you use, you know. But yeah,
I'm asking Nancy to post. Nancy, if you're still here, can you post Tina's link? I don't know. I can't say her last name, but she's the one who does the tutorials for the mosaic.
It's like a Torador or Torvador or
Yes,
something like that.
yes. Ingrid put it, but it's yeah. If you go into YouTube, she's got a bunch of tutorials, and she even has Cal's crochet alongs that she does. She's super talented,
Do
and
you want me to post the link or the channel link? A link of a video or a link of a channel? If you
just her
post the link of a channel, it doesn't take you out of the chat. But if you post the link of a video, it takes you out of the chat. Just
just
saying.
just the link of a video. I mean, of her channel. I'm sorry. Can you put it?
Okay.
Can somebody put
I
it?
can if you want. If you want. If
Yeah,
you
just
want.
someone was asking. I think it was Brenda who was asking. Are you three going to be every Saturday, or have I missed you there? No, we're going to be the last Saturday of each month. We're going to be coming on live at hopefully around 12 noon Eastern time, where we will go over our challenge projects for 2021 and what the status is and the progress. And anybody who's actually joining us will have the opportunity of coming up and showing their work as well. So, Brenda, if you want to join us, we'd love to have you. Thank you, Ingrid, for posting that. Brenda says, thank you for the information, ladies. On Tina, thank
but yeah, I
you.
mean, anyone can be enjoying, they don't
Yes.
have to be a specific, oh, like Ursula's project or Brenda or me.
Hmm.
Any something that you never be doing, or something like you girls mentioned that you've been not finished some projects. Okay, that's my challenge. I want to finish this year, you know,
Yep.
and I can when I finish, I maybe can start another one that will be more quick. So just anything, anything you guys want to.
There's no specific project. You can choose
No,
whatever you want. It could be something you have, like Veronica said, something you've had in your closet for over a year or over years that you just now want to finish and just want to get out of the way or just finally complete. So it's
hmm
there's no rules. It's whatever you want it to be.
yeah, hmm
So the
Well, the
best,
rule is that it must be a challenge for you.
yes, something that you've never done before. It has to be a challenge, regardless of what it
be.
is. It has to
Yes.
be a challenge. For some people, like
So,
maybe
so
Cardi
if
B, a
yeah,
challenge would be finishing an item.
yes. So if you want, I mean, if you're looking for a group that you want to come, that you think, okay, I've got this say an unfinished project that is big. You haven't finished it yet. Now it's maybe not new, but you've been struggling to finish it.
Hmm
Then decide you're going to do it with us, and once a month you're going to come up and show us the progress. If it will help you to finish that thing, that is, am I right? Is that we
You're
can do
right.
it like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes. Yes.
there are people who has maybe an unfinished project, and you think, if I could just get that thing done, but going it on your own, you haven't finished it. So yes,
And and,
challenge
and
yourself to finish it.
Yes.
another thing, if you have yarn that you don't know what you can do with that yarn, just put you in something challenge. I want to use this yarn in something I never make it, or something I already know what I can make, but I want to use that yarn because sometimes we have yarn that's stuck in there and we never use. So
Okay.
I mean,
Star's asking how you can show it to us, and Star had mentioned that she doesn't have a way of coming up on the video. So I told her that if she wants to send us a picture of what she's doing, we may be able to show it. I don't know how. I know that Kim puts up pictures and stuff on her lives. We can try to figure it out and post pictures if you guys want to
Okay.
show it.
But Star, if you have a cell phone, then you can grab this link that we drop in StreamYard either on email or on your cell phone. Even if your cell phone has my phone has WhatsApp and my phone has Gmail. So whether Brenda sends me the link through Gmail, I open it. If I open it on my phone, it allows me to come in like this. And that you don't have to have StreamYard or anything like that. You must just be able to have Gmail or WhatsApp. I'm thinking about WhatsApp now. I think even in Facebook Messenger, if one can send you the link and you grab it, because all you need to do is grab the link on a device and it will open in that device.
Yeah.
Barbara says we can use Zoom as well. Crack Wendy saying, I have to go for now. Bye, Wendy. Hoping to catch
Hi,
you live
Wendy.
on the 30th. Bye, honey. We hope you can join us. Brenda says, oh, this is so great. You three doing this channel. Wonderful ladies to learn from. Well, awesome. Awesome.
So the other thing is it can be like we probably, well, that's what we have to be discussing too about. We can do like a open account in Instagram or Facebook. So that way the who go be part of the challenge, they can enjoy that and that, but we're not talking about if we're going to do like a group in Facebook or Instagram, So I think that's another way the who's will be in the challenge. They can show us, what they've been working too.
That's
I,
something to think about. You're talking
yeah,
about you're trying to create. You're talking about creating an Instagram account, Veronica, so that
yeah,
people
that's
can post their pictures.
yeah. I mean, that's another idea. Maybe Facebook and Instagram we can do that, or WhatsApp we can open. The three, me and you and Ursula, we can have that. But I don't know. But I think
Are you
Instagram and
saying
Facebook.
Are you saying in between? Because we are meeting once a month like this, and I see Star says that she can do Gmail.
Okay.
Then because if you can do Gmail once a month, every 4 weeks, I mean you have to organize your life to change to get something done in 4 weeks to come and show it, which is for a big project, I think a short enough time. It's not long really. 4 weeks fly by,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Well, that is just my opinion. Yeah, but Gmail, Star. Yeah, anybody that has Gmail or
Yeah.
WhatsApp, or if you can in your mail, whatever mail you have, if your mail comes on your device, and we email you the device, the
The
link.
link.
You
The
can
The
link.
if
link.
you grab the link out
Yeah.
of there, you can come up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Yeah.
how
But
user
also,
friendly it is.
Ursula, if they're watching the live on their phone, if we post the link here, they can come up too, right?
Exactly, exactly. That's what I'm saying. If you have a cell phone,
So
you can come up actually.
let's test this. Okay, I'm only gonna test this. I'm gonna post the link, and I'm just curious to see if Star can come up. Star, I don't know if you want to do this, but if you want, I'm gonna put the link up, and you see if you can click on it and come up. See what
Grab it.
happens.
You don't have to put your camera on if you don't want to.
No,
You can keep your camera on mute and then just put your mic on if she wants to.
if you want to,
I mean, I'm saying
but you see how the
you
link is
can't.
there.
I'm not camera ready any time of the day.
You're on the computer. Okay, you can still link on it if you want. If your computer doesn't have a camera,
Camera.
we will hear you, or maybe not hear you or see you. I don't know. but that's the way that it's going to show when we go live in the next live. We'll post the link. You'll be able to hit it and come on up.
I can tell you that on my laptop does not allow me to come up on StreamYard. That's why I go to my phone and I click on my
Deborah, you can
Gmail
test it.
the link.
Deborah, you can
Yeah,
test it. If you want to
and
hit
then
it, you can test
yeah,
it. Oh,
yeah.
here
But
she is. Here
and
she
then
is.
yeah.
Hey, Star. There you
Hey,
are.
Star.
You see?
Hello.
You see?
There
You
you go.
can
So
do
you can
it.
show us.
Oh,
There you are.
this is the one I'm working on.
You see?
There you
You
go.
can
So
do
you
it.
can show us.
And I have to rip it all out.
Okay, but you see, you can do it. So
Yeah.
next time we do the lives, you can come up. Okay?
You can see my mess. Oh
Star. When you come up next time, you do you hear an echo?
Yeah.
no! What?
Because only one device must have sound. Star, when you come up next otherwise, you do you hear an echo?
Yeah.
I am
Only
hearing an
one device
echo.
must have sound. Star, when you come up. There we go.
Yeah, but she
That
muted herself.
oh, she muted herself. No. Whoops.
Hello.
Hi,
Oh.
Deborah.
Hey, Deborah.
Hello.
I love her picture. I love her picture sticking her tongue out.
Hold on.
So so when you come up, you just have to make sure that your volume in any other whether you have your cell phone or like Ursula said or a computer is turned off or turned down completely. Is that correct, Ursula?
Uh, only one device must have sound, the one that you're on. Your
Well, you guys
laptop can be next to you, but it must be muted.
okay. Barbara wants to come up and say hi as well. Hi, Barbara. How are you?
Only one
I'm
device
good.
Welcome.
the one that you're on.
Hello,
Your
Barbara.
laptop can be next to you, but it must be muted.
Okay.
Barbara wants to come up and say hi as well. Hi, Barbara. How are you?
This thing lied to me though.
Okay, I've muted Barbara because she's got another
Yes. Live.
other
Now
computer.
it's
She's
confusing.
got another computer or a phone. Deborah, can you hear us, Deborah?
Yes, I muted myself because there was
Okay.
so much echoing.
Yeah, no, you sound okay. You sound
Yeah.
okay.
The
Yeah,
only Star and Barbara, they sound like they had two different device open, so like we can hear the echo.
so anyway, so this is what would happen. And the next live we'll bring one at a time just to show their work. They'll be up here for a couple minutes and then we'll take you back down.
Yeah. And we can other
And
people
then
who want
then
to
the next one
join
comes up and
something.
says, "I want to show you my progress," and
Yes,
then come up. Yes,
exactly. Yeah.
fantastic.
So that's just
Fantastic.
Yeah.
a little bit of a test as to how we're gonna do it. So that way you guys are familiar with coming up and just saying a quick hi and showing your work and how your progress is going. Even like Ursula said, you may not have anything going next time, but you may want to show you the yarn that you're using or what you're
Exactly.
going to focus on. So,
Mm-hmm.
anyways, it'll be available for anybody who wants to come up.
But you will be able to show your yarn next time, Brenda, at least, I think, by the 30th.
I hope so. If not, I'm throwing
Yes.
that idea out the window. I'm calling ICO and I'm going to tell them to give me my money back. Give me my money.
Give me my money.
Okay, Star. That's why you
Money on the
probably,
yarn.
that was probably
Your
why
money
Star,
on your yarn.
okay, Star was having, it looks like it was having the echo because she had her computer open in
Yeah.
two different tabs.
Yeah.
So you need to make sure it's
The
all,
next.
you just have one tab open and one gadget volume.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's basically it.
Yeah. So
Okay.
hopefully a lot of all you guys, been enjoying today. hopefully we can see you. The next time I go be in my channel, go be posted early. So guys, please when you see this, the challenges, just click and remind it so that way when we pop out, they pop out in your YouTube channel so you can enjoy us, what we've been doing, so and I mean that's pretty much, and I'm so really excited to see everybody who want to join us, see the work, see the progress. There's something we decide to, enjoy with you guys, share with you guys what we're gonna do for this year, the 2021.
Ursula?
Can I just say that Nancy also said that she is learning how to knit. So come and show that
Yeah.
thing that you're challenging, which is knit. It doesn't, I don't think it has to be crochet. It has to be
No.
crochet or knit.
Yep.
But if you're a crocheter and you've challenged yourself to try and knit something this year, then come and show the progress. I mean, I've
Absolutely.
also started now knitting after 10 years. And I had to concentrate. So, and I also had to pull out and redo, but I don't give up. So,
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much, and I mean that's whatever ideas, whatever challenge you guys have, we want to see it. We want to see it. I want to see it because I like to learn from the other people too. So yeah.
I
All
want to
right,
see
guys.
where this granny square is going to take. By the way, didn't you think that I was saying the other night we were going to have so much fun in 2021, and I thought, wow, that rhymes. Isn't that beautiful? Fun in 2021.
21. Uh-huh.
It's a pity I
Yeah.
can't put that title to something. It's got nothing to put it to.
Well, let's hope that my yarn gets here so I can start having some fun.
Yeah, yeah.
So guys, thank you so much for joining us. We're
Yes,
going to
thank
say
you.
goodbye. Next live is going to be on the 30th. Put it in your calendar. Veronica is going to be hosting it. I know hopefully be at 12 o'clock Eastern time, but she will put a reminder up. It'll be a broadcast will be put up so that you know it's happening. If you're in my channel and you have not picked up Veronica's channel yet, Steals the Show Crochet and Chef, go ahead. Veronica can if well, anyways, go ahead and pick up her channel so you don't miss it. Or Ursula as well. OMG Granny
I can
Square.
quickly look it up. I will quickly put her a link.
Yeah,
Perfect.
put yours too, Ursula.
Absolutely. So if you don't have Ursula as part of your family, pick her up. If you don't have Veronica as part of your family, pick her up so you don't miss the lives as we go in this endeavor through 2021. You don't want to miss anything. Our oops, our yays, our You don't want to miss none of that. Bye, Maribel. It was great seeing you, sweetheart. We'll
Bye,
see you
Oh
in the
Maribel.
yes,
next
Monica.
live. We're just waiting for OMG Ursula to post the link. It should be coming up any moment. Da, 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 da. So excited, says Tris, to participate with you all. 3 of my favorite ladies. Thank you. Mwah.
Thank
Love
you.
you too, Tris. And
Oh,
there
thank you,
is
Tris.
Veronica's
Oh,
channel. There. Go ahead.
Tris
Well,
is the cutie pie. She's
she
Yes.
just
is.
too cute.
She is.
I
There is.
see in her me so many years ago. That's what, you know? I
Really.
see in her, I see
Really.
me
I see in her my
16
daughter.
years ago.
Oh,
Exactly.
Ursula.
I see in her my daughter with her baby because my daughter
Oh,
has a 2-year-old. Well, not two. He's 20 months old, so they're just about the same age.
well,
Uh,
almost too. Yeah.
Well, Ursula posted the link, so if you guys don't have Veronica yet, pick her up so you don't miss the next live on the 30th. It will be 12 noon Eastern time. Not sure what that translates to in other time zones, but you can check it out. Ingrid is saying bye, guys. Take care, stay safe, and
It's the
we'll
I
same
see
time as
you.
today.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes, same time
Same
as
time
today,
as today on the 30th.
Mm-hmm.
and it will be
Every
about
last Saturday of the month.
And it'll be between an hour and a half to 2 hours, about give or take, depending how busy we are. It may go even longer, so who knows?
Yes.
So, but just anyways, that's all we have. So, Trish says, "Oh, you guys are so also sweet. I love you guys. We love you too." And this guy can't stand off being in Mama's lap. Yeah.
Oh, look at that kid. Oh,
Lascierig. Goedenacht. Goeienacht.
but
Say
I really
bye.
love the yarn that you got, Ursula. I really love it. There's a
You
beautiful
love
color.
it.
Oh my goodness,
I'm
that's
so
so
glad you love
beautiful.
it.
I love it. That's just like
Because
wow.
when I saw Connie's version of just shades of blue, I thought to myself, oh heck, did I now go and overdo it?
No.
But by then the yarn was bought. So I thought, no, well, let's do it this way this year. And I can always make it shades of whatever another year. So, but I want to do it 1 year. I think once you've done a temperature blanket once, you
Yeah.
sort of get the hang of it and you see
Yeah.
what mistakes was made or whatever. That's why I watched a lot of tutorials, because I don't want to make mistakes. If someone else is sharing their failures, I thought the idea of putting a marker in after every month was brilliant. I
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
mean, TLYC did that, and I thought, I love that idea of just so that I can see. And she says it helps you to count how many, where you are if you lose track. I'm not going to
That's
lose
a good
track,
idea.
but
Yeah.
if you lose track, yeah. So,
Yeah. But
mm.
that's amazing. Yeah, that's awesome. I can wait to start working with those colors too. So yeah.
Daigo just came in and she's saying hello. We're about to close out, guys. Everybody is saying hello to Daigo who just came in. Daigo,
Oh,
we are just on our way
Hello,
out,
Zygo.
but
watching
I'm glad you
the
made it.
replay. You
Everybody's like
watch them
having,
all watching the replay.
yes. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you in
Yes.
the next live on the 30th, 12 noon Eastern time. We love you
Bye,
guys.
Ciao.
Yes, with
Bye.
anybody who wants to join. Bye bye bye
Yes.
bye bye bye.
Ciao, guys. Mwah.
Bye.
Bye bye.